Good afternoon. My name is Latanya Simmons, and today I will be conducting a media literacy tutorial geared at middle school teachers. The standards that we're going to address today are understanding the pervasiveness and trade-offs of computers and computing in daily life, and recognizing learning as a social responsibility. So media literacy is not just important, it is absolutely critical. It's going to make the difference between whether kids are a tool of the mass media or whether the mass media is a tool for kids to use. When I saw that quote by Linda Ellerby, I said, that is extremely profound. Media, social media, media literacy, it is in our daily lives. It is in our students' daily lives. And it is time that we equip them with the critical thinking skills to make wise decisions about what sites to listen to, how this affects their body image and their self-esteem. So what is it? Media literacy can be defined as the ability to decode media messages, including the systems in which they exist, assess the influence of those messages on thoughts, feelings, and behaviors, and to create media thoughtfully and conscientiously. For middle school, the most important part for me is to help my students to assess the influence of the messages that they're receiving through social media and on the platforms that they use, on how they feel about themselves, the behavior that they exhibit in class and in real life. It's important because today we live in a digital society. There's not a middle schooler that doesn't have a phone or access to a computer. We give them computers in this county, and we've given them these tools. And in a lot of cases, we have not given them the intelligence and the tools that they need to actually use these tools conscientiously and to make the best of them. So media literacy expands the concepts of literacy as today's messages come in many forms. And literacy obviously no longer means just reading and writing. Media literacy can offer solutions to public health issues like body image issues, substance abuse, that can be exacerbated by toxic media messages. And it empowers all people to engage in a global media environment. It's important for students to understand that some of the things that they are accessing online is propaganda. Some of it is geared to make them feel a certain way about themselves. And it's important to help them to develop the critical thinking skills to be able to distinguish between what is good for them and what is harmful for them.
Check my feet. I feel so blind about myself. It's as if everyone's better than me. I'm having more fun. Yep, I get you, sis. That's why I quit social media. You can do that? Sure you can. My head was about to explode, so I deleted most of the apps for a while. Hey, so why is it that you're doing that? I'm watching a very interesting video about global warming. Really? It's better than watching a mystery Mrs. Perfect over there. No wonder you feel bad about yourself. Social media is designed for you to feel bad, right? I was hoping you'd ask. Come with me. I'll show you. Where to? Into your feet, where nothing is how it seems. Brandy. Honestly, why do you land here? That's how perfect she is. Well, duh. She's an influencer. She gets money to post these. Someone actually paid her for that? If you'll just widen your perspective, you'll see it's nothing but an ad for soda. So it's all just a big hoax? I've been living it a lie. Come on, turn off the crying filter. I mean, social media can be really great. It's full of fun things, interesting ideas. It's just that if you start comparing yourself to everything you see, your head connects. Ruth? There you are. Look how perfect they are together. Of course they are. you agree with me. They pick and choose only the moments that look perfect. They won't show when they are fighting, how they look in the morning. Even though it seems like that on social media, no one is perfect, not even Brandy. You don't think so? I know so. Thanks for showing me what's really going on in my phone. Celebrate this moment with us now. Hey, no, I told you I'm out. Fine. Keith and Eve are so lucky to have each other. Don't have someone like that.
So that video is a video that you could use with your students to kind of give them some perspective about social media. People post highlight reels. They don't actually post what their life is really going on, what's really going on in their life, what the bad things that are happening. Everybody posts the perfect picture. Sometimes that picture takes 10 or 15 times to get that shot. And kids don't always understand that. They see the end result and don't know how they got there. As in middle school, how we've seen social media affecting student behavior is just the online safety. A lot of kids are in chat rooms with adults and then they don't know it. Cyberbullying is probably the leading cause of our violent referrals right now in this school, is things that are being said online and passed around online. And then that ends up affecting the in-school behavior. Getting misinformation, that is a huge one, affecting self-esteem. We've had an uptick in depression, substance abuse, making vaping in particular seem extremely cool. Negative body images and just reinforcement of stereotypes are things that now we're dealing with in the classroom. And as teachers, we're not always equipped to deal with these things that counselors typically used to deal with, and it wasn't as pervasive as it is right now. So what can we do? Most school districts at this point have a school district social media policy when students are online in the building, making sure to actively monitor them as they're online. Most sites are blocked, but amazingly, our students know how to get around some of those protections for them. So making sure that you're actively monitoring what they're doing on their computers when you assign them work on there. Having a cyberbullying response plan. One of the suggestions that I found was an anonymous tip jar where students can just anonymously say, this is what I saw last night online, this is who they're talking about, and letting the administrators get ahead of it, or letting the teacher, a trusted adult, get ahead of it. Educating students on propaganda and really having them analyze the messaging that they're seeing online. And then as we grow older, staying abreast of the current social media platforms. The kids like to make fun of me when I say I use Facebook, because they're like, oh my God, you're so old. Well, it was new when I was young, but they're not using Facebook. They're using other websites, and they're using Instagram and Snapchat and all these things, and TikTok, and you have to be aware of what they are using so that you can help them understand how to use it properly. So I found some lesson plans for media literacy from Read, Write, Think. They have an introducing a basic media literacy education lesson plan with greeting cards where students analyze the messaging behind holiday greeting cards to understand what emotions that they're trying to evoke or what religions they're trying to cater to. They have a similar lesson with World War II, which is a standard, analyzing is it an argument, is it a persuasion, is it just pure propaganda, to kind of get their minds to think critically about what they're viewing. PBS has a media survival literacy kit lesson plan to help kids kind of get some tools together for when they see things online that they're not supposed to see, or how to express the feelings that some of the images that they're receiving make them feel. Thank you so much for viewing my presentation. I hope you learned something today. Good night.